Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm so excited that you are here to learn how to get results and maintain them. My name is Angela Beaulieu. I am a personal trainer and a health coach. I've been in the fitness industry for 8 years, and I can't wait to just give you some tips that are gonna help change your life. Along with this video, there is a worksheet. It's gonna ask you about your goals, why you're trying to reach them, and who you need to be. What steps do you need to take in order for you to become this person, right? So your to-be list is going to become your to-do list. Throughout our journeys, we need to find love and respect for our bodies throughout the way. So even if we want to create change, we just need to take a moment and just appreciate where we are. I spent over a decade hating the body I was in, and I never want anyone to spend that much time doing it. And so just let's take a moment right here, right now. Just tell yourself one thing that you are grateful for about your body. Here's the deal. We want results. We have to get consistent in our habits. Consistency is huge, and consistency is what creates results. It's what creates success, and it's what helps us maintain those results and that success. A lot of times when we're first starting, the motivation isn't there. So what do? We have to start acting first, right? We have to start fueling our bodies with food that nourishes it, that makes us feel good. We have to start moving our bodies in ways that brings joy to us. And then what we find is, oh, wow, I have more energy. Oh my gosh, I'm sleeping better. My mood's better. My clothes are starting to fit better. And once we start seeing this, and that we start seeing that it's something we can do, that motivation comes second. So wherever you're at, remember to start. On the days that it's hard, just try. If you wake up, you're not feeling like that workout, you're feeling grumpy, you had something planned, maybe you go for a walk around the block. Maybe you go to the gym or start that Zoom workout for 5 minutes. And if it doesn't feel right, say it's okay. Give yourself permission, all right? In order to create big success, we don't need to overhaul everything in one fell swoop, right? That's what diet culture has taught us. It's taught us, throw away these foods that you like, throw away this, you can only eat this, you need to move your body like this, and you'll be successful. Well, you might. You might get results and you might be successful for a part of time, but guess what? It's not sustainable. So whatever you're doing, you have to make sure that it is sustainable. So let's remember that we don't need to overhaul our whole lives, our whole diet, our whole how we're doing everything in one day. We start small. We start with one thing that we can do, one thing that we can add. And we start seeing that these little things, right? Whether it's drinking my 8 glasses of water, not drinking the wine every night, walking around the block every couple hours, all these small things, they start to add up into big, huge, life-changing magic. One big tip I give all my clients is instead of taking away, right? Instead of taking away this food, that food group, this and that, what can you add? Could you add water? Could you add one vegetable, right? What could you add instead of what can you take away? And a lot of times when we start adding, other things just start falling. Other things that aren't serving us just start falling away. If you aren't consistent in your food and your workouts right now, I want to ask you a question. Do you enjoy the food that you're eating? And do you enjoy the way that you are moving your body? This is going to get us into another discussion, and I won't really go into it all the way, but we need to strip away this good versus bad when it comes to food. There are no good and bad foods. There's just food. Some has more nutritional value than others, right? And we aren't good or bad depending on what we ate, and we aren't good or bad depending on if we worked out for the day or not. So try to start removing this good or bad. We can't shame our way to success, okay? Huge piece right there. Another huge piece is getting real with ourselves. One, what is this goal that we are after and why? Really identifying our why and then putting an emotion behind that. When we reach that goal, what does it feel like? What do we look like? How does that person act? Knowing our obstacles. Because the thing with diets is we can follow them as long as things are perfect, right? But we know that perfect doesn't exist. Life isn't perfect. There's going to be bumps. You're going to go to parties. You're going to want to live life, maybe have an ice cream cone here or there, and you're going to skip a workout. And it's not the end of the world. But the thing is, we have to know what our obstacles are. So we have to get real with ourselves. If your obstacle is, I don't have time to work out, I'm calling BS. You do have time to work out. You're not making time to work out. So get out your calendar and schedule you time. Write it in there. Make it an appointment, and you're not going to cancel on yourself. If your obstacle is, I don't have time in the evenings to plan a healthy dinner, I never know what to eat for lunch. Are there a couple meals that you're making during the week that you could make bigger and have leftovers that then you could use during the week? When we do this, it kind of takes all that panic stress out of food prep, right? For me, I don't like food prep. It seems like an extra job, extra work. I'm already busy. So what do? We at our house make meals 2 to 3 times the size that they should be. Ones that we can either freeze or ones that we can use throughout the week and make other meals out of them. So if you're making chicken, for example, make a whole bunch of chicken. You could make a stir fry, add it to a soup, add it to a salad. There's all these possibilities. Another question I want you to ask yourself is, where do I self-sabotage? Are you not working out because you actually really don't like that workout, right? If you are trying to force yourself to go to yoga, force yourself to do that HIIT class, force yourself to do whatever, and you're not enjoying it in the moment, you're never going to keep doing it. So experiment, explore. What type of movement actually makes you happy and brings you joy? Because whatever it is that brings you a sense of joy, a sense of accomplishment, you're gonna keep doing, rather than, oh, I'm just doing this because this magazine or this trainer told me to do it. The same goes with your food. Are you actually enjoying what you're eating? Do you even know how your food makes you feel? If you don't, I encourage you to keep a food journal. Just 3 days. Write down what you ate, about how much you ate, what time of day it was, and how you felt immediately after eating that food, and how you felt 2 hours after. And then take notice, is the food I'm eating making me feel lethargic right after? Am I starving 2 hours later? And then adjust. In order to create these healthy habits, we need to really take stock. Like, where are we right now? What could we stop doing? I know with COVID, we had started drinking every single night of the week. The drinking led to snacking, and that was a habit that I needed to say, stop. Not making me feel good, not making me who I want to be, right? So what do you need to stop? What do you need to do less? What should you keep doing? So these are things you're already doing. So it's like a pat on the back, like, yeah, I'm doing this and I need to keep doing this. And then what could I do more? And what do I need to start? And when it comes to starting, remember, small, one thing. What's one thing you could start tomorrow? What is one thing that you could build off that one thing and start in a week, and then build off of that and start in a month? And once you've mastered that, you add another thing, right? So we just need to keep staying consistent. So we need to master one thing at a time, not 10 things at a time, just one thing at a time. We make it manageable. We're like, yes, I'm doing it. I feel successful. That motivation keeps coming, and we're like, I'm ready to add another one. So take some time, maybe watch this video again, get to that worksheet. How is reaching your goals going to make you feel? Find that elevated emotion so that inevitably when obstacles come up, when you get tired, when it's easier to fall back into that comfortable routine that's really not so comfortable, which is why you're here, you'll keep going. I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to be here. You can tag me at It's Angela Beaulieu with any takeaways. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Just shoot me a DM. Let me know how it's going. Let me know if you have questions. Have an awesome day. You are awesome. You are amazing. Step into this power. Realize that it's you and you've got this.